Hi, it's Anna Paul with Century 21 Expert Advisors here in Charleston. I wanted to record a video explaining appraisals to you. So here in the Charleston market, we do often see offers come in that are contingent on an appraisal. An appraisal is when an appraiser goes out to the property and they put a value on that property. With buyers that are using lenders, they're going to require a appraisal and that contingency in the contract because they don't want to loan more than the property is worth. So when the appraisal comes back, it could come back under the value that the buyer and seller have agreed to. And at that point, there's three things that can happen. So if it comes back and it is under value, the buyer may go to the seller and ask for the seller to come down to that appraised value. If the seller agrees and the buyer agrees, then they can move on to closing at that value. Another thing that could happen is that the buyer could ask for the seller to go down to that value and they may not agree. If they don't agree, they have the option to meet somewhere in the middle. So maybe the buyer brings some funds of their own to the table and the seller comes down on the price as well, and they meet in the middle, and it's a win-win for them, both of them in that situation. The third thing that we can see happen is that the seller's not willing to come down and they're not willing to negotiate. If that's the case, the buyer does have the option to walk away and terminate the contract at that point. So I just wanted to explain the things that can happen if we do have an appraisal that comes in under value. And I'm happy to talk with you more about appraisals and explain it more in depth when you have any questions, and I will be talking to you more in the future.